Good people. It's your girl Shells. As usual. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thursday. I did. I mean, there was a lot going on, boy. It's a lot that I can't talk about, seriously. But, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure at this present moment, y'all already got the gist of what I cannot talk about. And it's not because it's going to be an issue with me speaking on it. It's just the fact of I'm going to let these people do their job and do what they're supposed to be doing. So I went to my therapy session today. Once again, these people trying to figure out why it's not a waste of time. It's in a way it is, but it's really not a waste of time because I'm just like I don't want to sit here and keep on talking about problems that's been going on forever and all the rest of this old stuff. But the thing is, everything that I talked to this lady about, she has the mandatory, well, it's mandatory that she reports important information. Now, any two times something happens when it comes to me, my children, my home, my surroundings, or something like that, it's triggering, and that's for anybody. I didn't realize how much of a blessing that would be in disguise because once again, oh, and this what I can tell y'all. For anybody that viewed in on that doggone video when it comes to my daughter and y'all heard what she said at her own doggone mouth and y'all decided to just sit there and listen to it, every last one of y'all is in trouble. Because y'all was just sitting here listening to what the hell was going on when it's concerning a child out of a child's own mouth and nobody decided to report it. But y'all want to sit here and keep on communicating and talking about everything else that I'm saying, but y'all want to negate all the important information. Don't worry about it. That's on your ass. I don't know why. After, if I was on the outside looking in, after that, I wouldn't even really want to sit there and listen to it no doggone more. But it was other people saying that I was exploiting my kids. No, it's called protecting and serving my children. Whether my kids are with me or not, I'm gonna always do the same job that I'm supposed to do as their mother, because that's what the fuck I do. That's just what I'm gonna do. Anyway, just got done talking to them for about an hour or so. Lord, them kids. Boy, when I tell you, Sayer still is gossipy. He just talk a lot. And y'all, I kind of got pissed off because my baby head ended up hitting and going through a doggone wall because of another child. Like, that's the reason why I don't like my children being in the home with other people, kids. And that's just being honest. Could y'all imagine hearing that your child constantly being hit on and pushed on and stuff like that? My child was just like, Mama, look what happened to the wall. And then my smokes gonna tell me, yes, I call my son Surreal Smokes. That's his nickname. It's always been. But anyway, he was just like, yeah, mom, so and so pushed me and my head went through the wall. That pissed me off, y'all. That pissed me off. Like, could you only imagine? And I had multiple people, children, including other children that other people, kids that I done had kids by, or other people that I done had children by, they other kids didn't put their hands on my children, and I had to actually just damn near almost flip out because I don't condone nobody children. I don't condone nobody to putting their hands on my doggone kids, especially not nobody else's fucking child. That shit pisses me off. Like, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Keep your damn. I was just like, so did you tell your daddy? He was like, yeah. He gave me a piece of ice and put it in something. I'm just like, so what the fuck happened about this child? I understand kids gonna be kids, but my children ain't never bust no doggone holes in no walls. My kids ain't, if they do hit, or my children don't even do that. I can't even say they will because they already know how I will be and how I act, and they don't want to hear my mouth. So even though I enjoyed having a long, drawn out conversation with them because they repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, but it's good to talk to my children as usual. They asked about their brother, and I was just like, well, I don't know what to tell you about him because I ain't talked to him. So that's kind of depressing to hear. They asked about their sister as well, of course. They asked about their dog to make sure I was taking care of their damn dog because, once again, this is not my damn dog. It's my children's dog. And if it wasn't for them doggone kids, this dog would have been out the door a long time ago. She about to get on my nerves. Every time you turn around, she want to eat everything that I'm eating. Um, it hurts my feelings for my child to keep on saying, Mama, when are we coming home? And I can't tell them when they coming home. And I just keep on saying, baby, it won't be too much longer. Um, Not to mention, hell, my oldest children said, well, Mama, we catch the bus right now because our daddy got to pick up them other children at school or whatever. And she was like, well, we catch the bus and we was going to ride the bus over to your house because we really wanted to see you. Just that amount of effort. My child is 11 years old. That amount of effort for my children to say they want to see, they want to see their mother. They want to come home. That's just what it is. Me and my kids have always been close. Like, we stay together, we live together. I understand that it's a lot of y'all out there that don't take care of your kids, and I'm not making it seem like you're a bad parent. You parent your children the way you want to, whatever. But my kids ain't never went a day without seeing their mother, unless it was just on the weekend or they was with somebody. And my children still talk to me, no matter if they with somebody else or not. So for them not to see me that often, it's starting to actually wear on them, and I can tell. It wears on me too, but I still put on a big smile every time I talk to them and try to make sure that they know that everything is okay, even when I may be breaking down inside, because eventually everything will be okay. Now, the thing is, y'all gotta understand, I manifested all of this, not my children being taken, but the fact of everything turning back around. Because even though the folks that did this, y'all felt like it was a big victory and all the rest of that, I may have actually got pissed off at the present moment. But I had to realize that that's just how it was supposed to be. And then when everything turned back around to the fact of, I can't even say it's a victory, because who the fuck as a parent would want to say that I got this child by this person and I'm not gonna allow this person to see the child? Like I can't imagine that as a parent. Like, if y'all really want to know why y'all are looking bad to the world, because everybody actually know what type of parent I am when it comes to my kids. And they're actually viewing what type of person that you are when it comes to your children regarding your kids. Like, ain't no woman gonna want to be with a man that does stuff like. I don't see why a woman would, and I don't see why a man would actually be with a woman that don't want the other person, which is the other parent, to actually be around the child. Like, that's just stupid right there. I wouldn't even be able to see no future, no hope. And my son's father know that. Once again, we had conversations about my daughter's father at one point in time, and it almost pissed me off for the things that he was offering to do. And I was just like, not when it comes to my fucking daughter's father. Like, that's her fucking father. That's not even gonna cross my doggone mind. Just like all the abuse that y'all was, hearing about when it comes to my ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband. When it came to a man actually doing something to him, I wouldn't even allow that shit. Cause that's my children's father. Like, even though my kids have seen certain things, I gotta respect my kids. I gotta understand that one day they're gonna eventually grow up. I apologize if I get emotional, because my children are a very emotional topic. They gonna grow up and they gonna see how the parent operated. Both parents. I know y'all hear how I talk about my birth mother all the time. I talk about my father too, for his poor judgment of women, and the ones he decided to have, well, the one he decided to have children by, and the one that he ended up messing over when he was supposed to have a child by her too. Like, y'all gotta understand, these kids get older. So whether the decision that you made today, whether they notice it today or 10 years from now, they still gonna know. You don't want that on your conscience. That's the reason why I do what I do, as far as being a parent. Now, everything that I have said about these men, this is exactly how I feel. Can't nobody take how I feel about them. And I'm not even taking that position far as being my children's father. I still feel the way I feel, and I have all right to feel that way, because my relationship with them has not been the same relationship when it comes to their kid. Well, in some cases, but that's still, my feelings is not going to determine the relationship with my child and them. Never will be. Um, as I played the evidence for my therapist, yes, it was mandatory for her to report and to see what's going on with the situation at hand, because whether I talk to my kids and they seem like everything is all right, their household just is not right in general. It's not. um y'all, even though I haven't been listening to them doggone tarot card readings, and whether y'all want to believe they actually applied to my life, it could be my life and a whole bunch of other people's lives. That's what y'all don't understand. It's not fucking funny. This shit's not funny. What the hell go on around these damn kids? Like, y'all are really dumb in the mind. And I can't stand it. That's the reason why I don't talk to nobody. Me and Sanaya was just talking about that. She was just like, Mama, I don't talk to nobody. She said, I talk to you. I talk to my daddy. And I'm not going to say, like, my children won't hear me say nothing when it comes to their father. I don't care how the fuck I feel. even when it comes to him not allowing these people to conversate with our daughters to see what's going on and actually to catch the people that did the shit, my children don't even hear that. They don't. It's still fucked up. But that's gonna be him because that's the choices and decisions that he had made. Like I can't keep on I can't keep on living in that doggone frustration state of mind. Like that's what I told my therapist. Like, man, I do what I gotta do. And to know that my children constantly, Mama, I want to see my brother. Mama, I want to see my sister. Mama, what we gonna do for Christmas? And Mama, what we gonna do this? Mama, what are you gonna be at? Man, these children gave me a whole Christmas list already about redecorating their doggone rooms, all the rest of this old stuff. Um, they was talking about how I don't something that was going on in their house where walls and furniture and something had got wet or whatever. I was pissed off because my children was laying on the doggone bed without no sheets. Y'all, that irritates the hell out of me in general. Like, ew, that just is ugh. Still have to be the mother that I'm always and have always been. Please get up, go take a bath, child. Go get up and do what you got to do. Even being on the phone with them, and I didn't want to have to cut my conversation short, but my children are always in the bed by 9 o'clock, whether they sleep or not. That ain't got nothing to do with me, but they are definitely always in the bed by 9 o'clock. My child held their phone longer than um I don't know, longer than a female holding on to a relationship that she know been dead and over with. I'm just saying, just put a little humor in it. And I didn't even really want to hang up, but still, I can't go against what I always teach them. And she has to be up for school early in the morning. She was telling me about her ELA class that she cannot stand going to in the morning because her and my son have the same problem. They don't like sitting there reading and writing. They don't like underlining stuff. They don't like having to rehearse it or recap it. They don't like all that. And she was just like, well, it's good that I have to do that for the first class because I would hate to have to do it, for the last class of the day. So we were just talking about stuff like that. Um, I wish I could have told them the exciting news about me going to a therapist, but my children, we don't do therapy. We do family conversations. And then it actually ticked me out because y'all, my kids don't pray before they eat. Like, you really want to be honest? My kids, when we were at home or they were at home, nobody touches no food in my home until you pray first. Because how in the world you going to be sitting up there eating food and you thankful for it, but you can't sit here and open your mouth and say you thankful. Every last one of my children had a day to pray, even to Surreal, which just turned 6. Um, and I don't want them to lose that. So it's going to be some things that I'm going to have to get back together, even to this taking a bath thing every day and stuff like that. And I just keep on telling me it's not going to be too much longer, baby. When Sanaya was just like, Mama, can we see you? She want me to do her hair. I had to tell her, baby, I got the bag already together. When I do see you, I'm gonna bring the hair bag so I can get your hair together. I'm gonna bring you a scarf because that's what she's in the 6th grade. My child shouldn't be walking around looking nappy headed. Shoot, she wasn't walking around looking nappy headed when she was at home and I was taking care of all these doggone kids, and she shouldn't have to. That I can't say reflects bad on the parent, but in a way it does. And I don't want people to think just because my children walking around nappy headed that I don't care nothing about their doggone hair. When I trust me, I do. I care about their hair, their appearance, and everything else that comes along with them. So yeah, that therapy session it went okay. I mean, like I told that woman, I'm not finna let whatever situations that people tried to put on me, I'm not finna let that just determine how I act and who I am. Even though I can't say I acted out of character, I acted the way I needed to because certain people like to tempt you. Certain people like to fudge with you. Now I'm trying my best not to cuss, y'all. Even though I think my kids like it when I cuss because I can't say cussing them out, but I was like, girl, who in the fudge you think I am? Because Sanaya gave me, when I say a list, she gave me a whole list. It wasn't nothing too major, but she don't understand that I got a lot of bills right now. She said she has a game Wednesday she want me to go to. She told me about, they just talked to me about what's going on. She was like, I want to see my brother. I was telling my teacher about my brother, and she was just like, that's messed up for a parent to not even care about your child's other siblings for them not to be around. Now, that's just But whatever. Um, Judge P is what I call you. I appreciate you even ordering me to go do the mental health evaluation because I have a thing with people trying to put something else on me. In actuality, nobody can really say that you have to go do a mental health evaluation because mental health is how you internally feel. If somebody felt like they had a mental issue, then they have to go get themselves some help. I was already dealing with the mental issues that I had going on. Hey, ma'am, you need to sit down somewhere. I'm talking. Um, and as much stuff as I done went through, like my therapist said, shoot, I should have been went mentally insane long time ago with folks playing with me, disrespecting my home, disrespecting my kids, the things that I allowed. And I sit back and I realize that's the reason why I didn't go get no mental help. Is because those things that I allowed. And I don't allow that no more. And that's the reason why a lot of people did what they did because I'm not allowing no BS when it comes to my kids no more. It has to be respect. As long as I'm respecting you, you gonna respect me. And I don't think that I done did anything disrespectful when it comes to these men in their lives that they decide to want to live, as long as they're still present in my children's life. That happened before the life that they're living now. The same way is they would want me to continuously still be the same parent and mother to my children, the same way I was before this life situation happened. Because now everybody extra stressed out, they got more responsibility and stuff like that. Well, yeah, y'all weren't thinking about it when y'all left all that responsibility on my doggone back and was just like, well, I got a new life and a whole new situation, so I really don't care. That was wrong as hell. That was extremely wrong as hell. But you know, that's not me. I don't operate like that. But shout out to Miss Therapist Lady for reporting the situation because once again, you can't not do nothing about it when it came from a child's mouth. They should have made sure they looked into the situation a lot more. They should have made sure they looked into me a lot more instead of just trying to paint the picture that I was crazy. What was the cause? What would be the reason for this woman that was taking care of her children without any issues before just to end up flipping out? Well, I didn't flip out, y'all. I was playing a role at the end, and all the way in the videos down below. I was playing whatever part they wanted me to play. I had already had my children taken, and I was actually proving that what these folks was really trying to do. These doggone people know I'm not crazy. These the same people that rely on me. Same folks that came and started crying to me. Same people that would needed my help for a lot of stuff. And then all of a sudden, now you end up getting mixed up with somebody else, and all of a sudden I'm crazy. That don't even make sense. But it is what it is. I'm not too much worried about it at all because you got to have actual facts and proof. And the facts are, if this woman that went through everything she said she done went through, and she's still able to make it alone by herself and still keep her willpower and her strength, then that ain't crazy. That's a strong ass woman, and I am. No matter what life throws at me, I'm gonna always be that because I have to show my children that life ain't easy, baby. It's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna try to tear you down. It's gonna be people that talk on your name even when they know that that's not the truth. It's gonna be people that hate you just for hating you because you are who you are. And these are the things that I instill in my children every day, regardless of how y'all feel. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know what type of mother I am. But y'all know them kids, right? Them children came from me. Those children have been solely raised by me. So I've always heard from my parents, the child is a reflection of the parent. I would like to say that my children are a great reflection of the parent that their mother has been to them. And I'm proud of me and them, no matter the situation. Um, I'm just glad that I ain't got to be upset and angry and pissed off no more because the fact that people made it seem like I wasn't never gonna get my kids back and you just no, no, no. Cause trust me, I done went outside, y'all. I done went outside and went in some folks' houses and seen how they deal with their kids. And I don't even want to be around because of that. See, my children, it messes up my mind frame because I'm just like, I don't understand how in the world these people still have their kids. Now, I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not going to put nobody's name out there like that because, once again, if you ain't offering no help, then you don't need to be talking about nobody. But this is actually what's going on in the world around me. There's, for me to only smoke marijuana, and be in my home all the time. I know people that leave their kids all the doggone time. I know people that do drugs around their kids, and it's not just no weed. I know people that drink constantly all day long. I know people that just allow anybody in their doggone home, male or female, around their dang on kids. My home, the way my home looks, y'all. I don't know if y'all done seen videos down below. The way my home looks for me to have 8 children, not just now, but even before, screams that this is not no person that don't care about life. My life was all the way put together before I even met any of these men. Like I said, before I had my first child, I had 2 jobs and was taking care of somebody else's kids. When I met my daughter's father, I was taking care of my children and getting them and me out of an abusive situation. When I met my son's father, once again, this man used to video me every day around the same time, and he would see me probably in the kitchen. Every doggone time it will be in the kitchen. I'm cooking for my kids. They finna get ready to go home. Like clockwork. My life don't change. Everything I've been doing the same thing, and I'm gonna continue to keep on doing it. My daughter asked me, said, "Mama, what you doing?" I said, "Baby, I'm cooking." Then they get mad at me because I'm cooking. That's the reason why it took so long for me to actually start cooking the way I used to, because I was feeling guilty because I know my children ain't eating, the way I was cooking for them, and I didn't want them to be talking to me and getting upset about what I'm cooking. I think my son just got upset because I told him, y'all, I made me some pork chops, some mashed potatoes, some broccoli and cheese. Not, I don't need no doggone bread. I don't eat bread like that, but that's what I got. And of course, I got my pecan pie and ice cream. My daughter told me that I need to be watching Beetlejuice, knowing that I don't watch movies. Like, I don't even sit down and watch movies with them. I may sit there, but my attention span don't really be on movies like that. So they was just telling me what they wanted. You know, they was telling me asking what I was gonna cook for Thanksgiving, because they was like, I want some real food. I know my son Damien definitely does. And don't nobody cook like they mama. Like, nobody. I don't know nobody that actually cooks like me, and I've been doing this for a long time. It ain't no skill that I just picked up. Um, and it's just things that a mother does that nobody else will be able to do. Like a mother's energy, the way that a child and a parent connect. I'm not just saying a mother, but a parent, in general. But me and my children have this very unique bond that nobody's ever gonna be able to replace. No matter hard times, no matter how long they go without seeing me. I guess people want my children to hate me, but in my absence, their love for me grows fonder. And that just does something to me, y'all. So when it comes to folks not being around, people not supporting me, not giving a fuck, not even trying to be it, it doesn't matter, because my kids gonna always be there, no matter what. My kids gonna always support me. My children actually, if they would even know what was going on at this present moment, you gotta understand a lot of stuff about these men that they care for, I done kept quiet because my children are children. If my children knew half of the things that's really going on, they wouldn't respect nobody. They sure wouldn't respect these men that's supposed to be in their life. Just like I don't respect them. I can deal with you from a distance, but I don't respect you at all. And a lot of people eventually start seeing the same thing. And that's the reason why, if you wonder why you lose respect and friends and stuff like that, that's because of how you treat folks. Like, everybody ain't the same. Every man out here ain't the same. Some men wish like hell that somebody would do their mama wrong. Or, you know, the day that my door got kicked in, y'all, my son, 12 years old, sat there and hollered at me and told me, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying here with you, my son. Even though it was a man that was in my home, my son knew, like, I'm my mother's protector. But that's not how it's supposed to be, y'all. That's not how it's supposed to be. And it hurt my feelings for him to even feel like he has to protect me. Well, I would say I do a damn good job at protecting myself, protecting my children, and serving them. No matter who he ha ha's about it, no matter who got something to say about it, it doesn't matter. My fucking approval don't come from y'all, it comes from my children. As a matter of fact, I don't even care about their approval because they know I'm gonna do what I have to do for them anyway. Always. So thank you, Judge P, for allowing me or making me go to a mental health. Because if it wasn't for you, I can prove to you that I don't have a mental issue because you don't know me. All the rest of these doggone people know that I don't. I wasn't gonna prove shit to them at all. Just like when it comes to a drug screen, when Dallas girlfriend, well, what we need from you is a clear drug screen. Well, what I need from you is for you to figure out where your baby daddies are, for you to have them to be doing their doggone job and get off that methamphetamine stuff that I feel like you or somebody else laced my weed with. And that's just period. And then I heard that individual said, well, I took a drug screen and I had weed too in my system, and that was it. You know how stupid that sounds? Any two, that's just like somebody mixing up a doggone drink in front of you, and they nothing happens to them, but something happened to you. You act like can't nobody just lay